gamers? It's your boy, Launchpad 1412, man. Excited to be back with some NBA 2K14 gameplay. Got an online ranked match, random opponent. My opponent is 1-0, NY Big Mike 22. Maybe he's 22 years old, I don't know. But check out this right here. First, he kind of switches Darren. Is that Darren Collison? Yeah, I believe that is Darren Collison. I think I said his first name right with Chris Paul. That's the only thing he did, but then he actually ended up switching back. But let's take a look at this team, though, real quick, man. Jared Dudley, Danny Granger. I didn't even know he was on the Clippers. Danny Granger, Glenn Davis, Whistle While You Twerk on the team, Hedo Twerkaloo. Clippers looking nice. They don't have nobody sorry on their squad, except for the guy Bullock. I'm not even going to say he's sorry because he made it to the league. But he has very familiar players on his squad. On the Clippers, I didn't know they was this nice. I knew they were good in the NBA. Like, I knew they were a good team, but I didn't know that they had this many people on their squad, man. In the playoffs, they can go pretty deep, man, because Hedo Twerkaloo has a lot of playoff experience. Glenn Davis, they got some guys, man. This guy right here, man, he is just he's a nightmare in this game. This is his regular form, but when you play my team in the Sapphire and he's in Sapphire form, Blake Griffin is he's just a nightmare at times, man. He had 17 points in this contest, man. He was an absolute beast. 17 points, 4 rebounds. He did his thing, man. My opponent gets a steal right here, gets a nice steal with Chris Paul. Then he gets a nice pass right here, nice little alley-oop right here to Darren Collison, man. I'm like, oh my goodness, man. He's throwing oops at Collison. So now the score is 4-3, as you can see. And check out this right here, man. Check out this. A defensive 3 seconds. This happened twice. I'm going to show you when the other time it happened in this game, too. And look what they put on the line, of all people. Come on, man. We got Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Iguodala. And they just put, I didn't even know I could control that, because it just happened so quick. I was so shocked that it happened, and it happened so fast. Keep in mind, I do have the Warriors, and my opponent has the Clippers, if I didn't tell you. Yeah, that happened so fast that I was shocked that it happened, so I get the oop right there. Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, it happened so fast. I didn't get a chance really to react, and they put, of all people, they put David Lee, man. Look at Blake Griffin right there, man, just being an absolute beast, man. Then he knocks down the free throw of Blake Griffin. I think he missed 2 free throws of Blake Griffin, but besides that, the rest of them was all net, man. So this guy, he definitely knows what he's doing with Blake Griffin, even though he's only played 1 game. This is his 2nd game online, so. But the thing of it is, people can practice. You can practice, and you can get good with a team. And this probably is his favorite team. He probably decided to go in the practice room and get good with him, but you never know. That could have happened, and maybe that didn't happen. Look at this fadeaway right here. He gets with Willie Green. I'm like, ew! I didn't know Willie Green had that in him over Klay Thompson too, man. So that was a nice play right there. Right now the score is 13-11. Glenn Davis right there getting the put back off of the offensive rebound, and I'm just doing my thing, man. I'm getting. Look at this, man. Nice little pass right there. I'm just doing my thing right here. I'm just passing the ball, moving the ball around, setting picks, doing what I do. I do kind of get away from that a little bit, because sometimes you get so caught up and just shooting with the Splash Brothers. I knocked down a jumper right here with Harrison Barnes, who's an absolute beast, man. I don't think he got enough time in this game. I usually let the computer, do my substitutions, and there's only 6 minutes, man, so everybody's not going to get, the amount of time that you feel like they should get, especially being though the Warriors have Iguodala starting over Barnes, which is not a bad start at all, and that's Iguodala, man. But check out this, man. It's splash. I was like, oh my goodness. The shot clock cheese. Yeah, man, he with the shot clock cheese right there. But I'm up 1, though. I'm up 18-17 at the end of the first quarter, and I'm feeling good, man. Look at this, man. He leaves me wide open. I don't know what he was doing right there, but if he leaves me wide open like that, I have to take advantage of that, man. You just never know what's going to happen in those games, man. In these type of games, and every point counts. My opponent gets the offensive rebound and get a putback right there. The Clippers are a very excellent offensive rebounding team in this game. That is something that you have to know when you play against the Clippers. Just for future references, if you ever play against them online, they're an outstanding offensive rebounding team. And so you definitely got to box out and get boards. As Chris Paul has a nice jump shot right there, right in Steve Blake's face, man. Steve Blake is a better defender than that. He should have had a hand on that. I tried to get a layup right there, but he swatched that to Africa somewhere. Well, actually, I didn't know. Ended up getting the foul. I thought that was the one that he swatted. I know Blake Griffin. Oh, not Blake Griffin, but Steve Blake goes to the cold one of these times, and he gets it swatted to like Zimbabwe or something. But right now, I have a nice little 5-point lead. Blake Griffin right there just being a beast, man. I kind of thought he was going to lay it up on. That was a good hit fake. I thought he was going to lay it up on the one side, but he ends up going to the other. So I'm just kind of staying afloat, like I always say, just kind of staying afloat, trying to keep the lead. Look at this, man. You cannot leave this guy open, man. That's too open for Steve Curry, especially in video game format. Stephen Curry, but Stephen Curry had 25 points in this contest, along with 5 assists, man. So he had a pretty good game. And look at this, man. Jermaine O'Neal getting 9 points, man. Nice little layup right there. One of Steve, I believe that's Stephen Curry that was in the game right now. Stephen Curry's assist, man. And I go to the line. Actually, my point goes to the line right here. Gets a nice little free throw, man. And yeah, he was a beast, man. Like I said, he had 17 points. At least with Blake Griffin, he was a beast. And you know, he definitely did his thing. Check out this right here. He gets a steal, then he gets the oop. I was like, man, are you serious? I said, oh my goodness, man. I couldn't believe that happened, man. Blake Griffin getting a nice steal, man. That was an awesome play with my opponent, man. For him to have the notion to throw that oop at that moment, man, just made that steal like tremendous. That still went from great to tremendous, and it was just crazy. As Willie Green gets another layup, man. Willie Green, I think he had like 4 or 5 points in the contest. Chris Paul trying to go to the rack right here. Is unsuccessful. Then he gets it blocked by Jermaine O'Neal. Had a nice game, man. It's not like he was in the game an awful lot, but a lot of people don't know about Jermaine O'Neal. Probably a lot of younger people probably don't know about Jermaine O'Neal. When he was like in his prime, he averaged like 24 points a game on the Blazers, and he was a beast. He was a monster, man. He was as he gets player of the half, top performer of the half. But that top performance stuff in this game, I don't know why. It is ridiculous, man. I get a nice dunk off the pick and roll right there. That's one of my favorite plays right there, man. Pass to the 2-guard. 2-guard gets a pick from the power forward. And if the pick and roll doesn't work, either the shooting guard either shoots it, or the power forward gets a layup, or somebody else gets wide open for the jump shot. So it's one of my bread and butter plays. Probably my favorite play in this game. But yeah, Jermaine O'Neal was an absolute monster. Like, trust me when I tell you this, he was a problem, man. You know, average 24 points. I think that's as high as he ever averaged in the season. Don't quote me on that. I believe it was 24. But let's get back into this game. The game is tied. And this third quarter, man, was tight, man. This third quarter was real sticky, really uncomfortable. We traded baskets a lot, and I mean, I was just trying to figure out, you know, where his weakness is at. This is what I was trying to figure out where his weakness is at. I didn't find many. Stephen Curry has another 3 right there, man. He is between him and Kyrie Irving. They are my 2 favorite point guards to play with in this game. I'm kind of leaning towards Kyrie Irving a little bit, but because I play with him so much on my team. Look at this wide open, Lacey. You just can't do stuff like this, man. Can't leave people that wide open. Klay Thompson right here gets a 3-ball, man. And I kind of start to pull away just a little bit, and I get another pass right here to the boy David Lee. David Lee goes up, but he gets that block though. He get that block. Steve Blake, he can hit that too, man. You gotta watch Blake, man. If you watch my team games, I have Steve Blake as my backup point guard, man. He absolutely snaps at times. I wonder when Steve Blake went to the Warriors. I just don't remember seeing that trade. But look at this, man. The defensive 3 seconds again. This time it was on Glenn Baby Davis and Jermaine. And they put Jermaine O'Neal on the line, but he knocks down a free throw. I did not miss 1 free throw in this game, so that's pretty good. I think it's very rare that I go perfect for the line, especially when I shoot over 6 or 7 free throws. But now I'm just trying to, you know, stay afloat, keep the lead. I'm up by 9 right here. Glenn, he's just too open. You cannot leave these guys open, man. I have to take those shots, and I go up 11 at the end of this quarter, man. In the beginning of this quarter was tight. I actually kind of thought the quarter was tight throughout, and then in the beginning of the 4th quarter, I thought I started to pull away a little bit, but I actually started pulling away a little bit at the end of the 3rd quarter, as you can see, being I'm up 11. So I'm up 11, but I'm not comfortable, man, because this guy, he's been doing pretty good. He gets a nice shot right there with Chris Paul, bring him within 9. I'm just trying to find out, you know, ways to stop him. Then he gets this right here, man, bring him within 7. I'm like, my goodness, and that was my fault, man. I kind of thought Chris Paul was going to shoot that, so I jumped out there, and then he almost gets a total ball roll right here with Dudley, putting Dudley on the line. Dudley, I think he actually misses this one. Yeah, he actually missed the first one, but he catches this one in, bring my opponent within 6 points. Scores 50-56, so I got to find a way to come down here and score to see what I can do. I went for the pick, he rolled, and he ended up getting it. I was a little shocked that I was able to sneak that in there, but he ends up getting it, because sometimes the passes in this game just get deferred so much, man. It's just crazy. But look at this, man. The boy Stephen Curry is open again, man. Shooting just as good as his father did, maybe even better. When I think he's better than his father. Shooting as good as Del Curry did when he was in his prime. I'm up by 9 right here. I try to get the layup, but it ends up kind of getting blocked a little bit, but it still hits the rim. And my man goes to the free throw line, man. My man Stephen Curry had 25 points in the day. I knocked that down. You guys know I'm 90s down. I told you guys I was perfect already from the line. Excellent release from for me to get that with Stephen Curry. It was kind of a big deal for me. Now that doesn't happen a lot, but look at this, man. Just Blake Griffin, man. To me, he's like, I'm not gonna say he's the most unstoppable power forward in the game, but he's a power forward that gives me the most trouble in this game, especially his Sapphire version. When I see people with Sapphire Blake Griffin as I knock down a 3 right here with Klay Thompson. I have a tough time shooting with him, but when I see people with Sapphire Blake Griffin, man, I just like, oh man, here we go, man. I just know he's going to give me problems. As Stephen Curry is wide open again. Whenever you play against people online, they have the Warriors. You cannot leave people this open, man. As I actually blocked Blake Griffin on that shot, you cannot leave people this open. And look at this, man. He's wide open again, man. 3 of his 25 right there, man, putting me up 19 points. And I forced my opponent to call timeout, man. I get the ball back again. Iguodala knock it down to 2, putting me up 21, and now I'm just cruising. Of course, at this point, you can just see the game is over. Going to be over with. You know, it's only 2 minutes left to go in the game. I'm up 21. You know, who messed up this lead? Like, I tried to throw the oop right there, but it didn't connect. But Iguodala gets it anyway, gets a putback, putting me up 23. My man does go on a little run right here. Collison knocks down a 3-pointer right there. Collison had 13 in the night. Then Chris Paul knocks down this 3, bring him within 17. So he tried to come back, and he didn't quit, man. He actually didn't quit the game, man. So definitely kudos to him for that, man. But he also gets a steal right here. He gets a nice little layup with Chris Paul, bring within 15. Nice little comeback, but still just down by a little bit too much to try to win the game. And as Stephen Curry makes a beautiful cut and gets a layup right there, man. There's 2 of his 25 right there. Just being a beast, man. Look at this, man. I get the ball stolen, but I get it back, and then Jermaine O'Neal gets a nice bucket, man. Jermaine O'Neal had 9 points in this game. It's kind of rare I have that many points with him in this game, but I will take it. And when you look at my stats, the stats are going to be coming up. Check out the balanced scoring, man, on my team. And that's how I like it. With the exception of Stephen Curry getting 25, everybody else was pretty balanced. I like to have a balanced scoring effort. I like to pass the ball around, pick and rolls. It's kind of, that's why it's kind of rare that someone gets 25, you know, like Stephen Curry getting that 25, someone gets 25 like that, because I don't force it. See, a lot of those shots that I shot with Stephen Curry, if you notice, they were wide open shots. He just happened to be open, and that's how I like to get my 25, you know, just with people that just happen to have the advantage at the time, you know what I mean? It's almost kind of like being at the right place, or you being a director for a film, and you just happen to be the right place at the right time, and someone gives you the part to be a director. But anyway, of course, my man Stephen Curry gets player of the game, man, screaming on him right there. Jordan player of the game, 25 points, 2 steals, 5 assists. I think he had like 7 turnovers too. I got to work on that with Stephen Curry, because sometimes it tends to turn the ball over a little bit. Look at these, man. These wide open shots, man. Just money, man. He just can't. He's a problem, man. He's just a shooter that's outstanding, and you just absolutely cannot leave him over, man. This guy's contributing to making me 11-5 as far as on online ranked games. And hope you guys enjoyed the vid. If you don't see a lot of online ranked matches as far as the NBA 2K, sometimes I have problems with the network, but the network has been having a lot of problems lately, so that is why. But I'm definitely glad I was able to present this game to you guys, a full game. Shout out to my opponent, man. Much love, much respect, man. Definitely got a ton load of respect for him, especially being though he or she finished out the whole game. Check out the balance scoring like I was telling you guys. This is your boy, Launchpad 1412. I hope you guys enjoy the game, and I'm out.